It's been 132 days since making the ultimate Ironman, and we finally achieved the main goal I set out for from the very start, the Quest Cape. As I always say, the journey is what's most important, and this is not the end of the account, this is only the beginning. There is no end for the account, but of course it always helps to have goals, and now that the major long-term goal of the Quest Cape is done, the next major long-term goal is going to be the Diary Cape. Just like with questing, diaries are a great way to set goals to work towards and help progress your account overall by not only giving you requirements to meet, but with the rewards that they give. Now that we have the next long-term goal in place, the next, I guess, medium-term goal that we're going to work towards is the Lumbridge Elite Diary. Because with that done, we'll be able to use fairy rings without a Draymond staff, which is huge for Ultimate Ironman because that's a free inventory space permanently cleared up. And the main requirement that we're missing for that is 76 Runecraft. Besides just Lumbridge Elite, quite a few other diaries have high Runecraft requirements, and 76 will unlock a few other diaries as well. Runecraft is way lower than any other skill we have on the account, and it's been holding us back from quite a lot. Before we get into the Runecraft training methods, I have one small goal first that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is building the revitalization pool, aka the stamina pool. I opted out of boosting using the Theater of Blood for staminas because I feel like I had been cheating myself as well as cheating you out of content. I also chose not to wait for Dr. Jekyll to give him Torstils because that'd be 3 extra slots taken up this whole time, which would have been a massive struggle as a UIM. So today we're going to be getting 73 Herblore to make staminas and finally upgrade the pool in the house. But before that, we have to deal with the aftermath of Song of the Elves, because right now, everything is a mess. So let's go, let's start dealing with everything. We're still on the Ancient Spellbook too, which is annoying. Alright, capes are put away. Spellbook has been changed. Glory is recharged. Runes have been obtained. Draymond Staff reacquired. By the way, here's all the money that we have left over in the coffer after the whole debacle with Song of the Elves. Got under 100k now. This is my first time ever using like a bank-style death storage before. In the past, I've always used Zora. So if we collect from Arno, we pay 25k to unlock. Yes, and now we can pick and choose our items. Whereas with Zora, you don't get this interface. You get your items back in a very particular order, which I'm not going to go into detail right now about. But as you can see, just pick and choose what we want, and it just comes right out of there. By the way, you only have to pay the fee once and then it's permanently unlocked until you die again here. And just to clarify, just like with any other death storage place, if you die anywhere else in the game with your items in here, you will lose everything in here. I'm also going to be dropping these Ruby Bolts E over to the main because I will not need those. Alright, it's finally time that we are going to be making the Bryophytus staff. So let's buy a battle staff here. I think all we got to do is just use them on each other. It's a cool animation. There we go, we have it, the Bryophytus staff uncharged. So with the staff, you can add up to 1,000 nature runes in there, and when you have the staff equipped, it acts as like a nature rune, but in the equipment slot, and you get a 1 out of 15 chance of saving a nature rune, which comes out to about saving 14 GP per cast in terms of nature runes. So it's not massive, but you know, in the long run, it does add up. The uncharged staff is tradable, but when the staff does have charges in it, it becomes untradable. So if we just do a regular suicide, it will not be on the ground, it will stay with us. And the only way to uncharge it is to get rid of all the runes in there. If we try to uncharge it, it'll tell you, yeah, you lose all the runes in there. So if you want to make it tradable again to put in the looting bag or whatever, you have to do that. The only downside to having the staff on you is that you can't alch while doing Slayer then. I used to love alching while training Slayer. I just alch between the hits. But you have to have the staff equipped, of course, in order to get the effect and in order to use the nature runes. So we can't use the staff for Slayer, unfortunately. But it'll be really nice for like training agility, stuff like that. We are, however, going to be saying goodbye to all this stuff, especially the ancient plate skirt that we've had on us for a long time. Farewell, friend. Until one day, maybe. It'll be nice getting all this money back too. Awesome, and we were left with a 579k cash stack. Okay, so once again, we could boost with the Garden Pie to get into this section of the Farming Guild, since you need level 85. And this spot right here is the best spot in the game to clean herbs. So all we gotta do is unload the herbs here, clean them all, use them on the Leprechaun to note them, because you can note anything you can farm, come back here and repeat. This spot's so nice. Just doing a quick farm run, then we'll get into training Herblore. Right at the end of Song of the Elves, we just got level 71 from finishing the quest. 71 Herblore, that is. So that's where we're starting from, and we have to get 73 for the stamina pool. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so stupid, dude. I knew I was getting into though. Yeah, Mudkip, if you don't bring an anti-dragon shield, you can save 1 inventory spot. That's 1 more anti-fire right there. We did manage to get an easy casket while going for the looting bag though. Cool. You have to drop it though. Dude, you need like freaking 6 pieces for a full vestment set. I am taking advantage of my access to the Myths Guild so we can come here and buy some noted Eyes of Newt packs. The amount of errats that we have here is more than enough to get us to 73 herb lore, so we are going to be set with all of these. Also, making super attack potions is probably the easiest and most convenient potions to make as a UIM, because as you can see, the secondaries, you get them noted, they're very cheap, they're pretty much like a free secondary essentially. All you gotta worry about is getting the errats, which I think you tend to get quite a few from farming contracts. Although they did nerf the errat seeds you get from them a little while back, but I think you still get quite a few. And now that we're starting to make these, we are pretty much permanently dedicating 1 spot in the looting bag. I guess forever for the super attacks now. And I don't know if I really need to explain this process every time I do it, because I know not everyone watches every video, of course, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can just see what I'm doing, unnoting all the ingredients, putting them together, decanting the potions here at Bot Barter. Making super attacks has no like special process for it like some other potions do, so yeah, I'll see you back with the next level then. By the way, even though we do have the Desert Hard Diary done to get the unfinished potions made for 200 GP each, it costs 200 GP each, which is a lot of money at this point on the account because I got a lot of stuff I want to save for. So that's why I'm manually making the unfinished potions. Alright, there's level 72 herb lore, ranging potions without boosting. We got 93k XP to go. Alright, here it is, the last batch of super attacks for 73 herb lore. Yes, I know, very, very funny. But that means we can now boost with a botanical pie, which isn't too hard to get, to make stamina potions. So yeah, after this inventory, we're gonna go make the pie, and then we also have to get 10 marks of grace to buy a pack of amylase. So yeah, let's get started on that right now. Oh yeah, and the value of the attack potions, if anyone cares, is 281k. Yeah, not worth too much. So the last time we trained agility on the account was when we were getting graceful, and we got that level 56, I think it was. So pretty much all this XP was almost all through barb fishing. So yeah, it adds up quite a bit, especially being 95 fishing right now. Also, since we got the Candor and Hard Diary done when we were doing Dragon Slayer 2, also means we could use the Sears teleport, which I'm going to configure actually to make that the default left clicks. Now we can just teleport straight to Sears Village, which makes this course a lot more worth it to do. Alright, here is 75 agility. Yeah, that is the requirement for the new Prifdanaas course, which I haven't tested out yet, of course. I haven't done anything in that city yet, but we will get around to there very soon. It's a very nice clean level as well. So if we trade Grace here in the Rogue's Den, we could buy a pack of amylase for 10 marks of Grace, which comes out to 100 amylase, which is 100 doses of stamina, which is 25 4-dose staminas. Okay, very, very weird place to get this, but there's 14 million thieving XP. And there is the Galova Nova Fruit Top, which is a 2% or 1 out of 50 chance to get per steal here, which is what we need to make the pie. Okay, so I'm going to decant all these super energies that we have into 4-dose potions in order to use up as much amylase per inventory as possible. So let's come over here, unnote all of these, take it by the pie, and start making the very first stamina potions on the account. That's freaking awesome, dude. The thing about stamina is I'm not sure if it works for other potions or which potions it may work for, but if you're boosted and you're making staminas and you lose your boost, like it goes to 76, you'll keep on making the full inventory. It doesn't work for most potions though. And there's the last of the amylase, and we got plenty of staminas now. I guess we're also committing a bag slot now to staminas too. But that's okay because I mean we're gonna need those forever, so it's just a very, very good potion to have. Alright, we got everything we need now to upgrade from the restoration pool to the revitalization pool, the stamina pool. Oh, that's so good, dude. This is so, so good to have, man. This actually changes so much for my account, but unironically, like I always say. It actually opens up a lot of methods though, and one of the rune crafting methods that I want to do heavily relies on having the stamina pool, so very, very, very glad to have this done. No Tob boosting, no Dr. Jekyll, 73 herb lore. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Oh yeah, and in case you don't know, because some people may not know, it restores your stamina anytime you want, which is your run energy. It also has the effect of the first pool, which restores your special attack. We can actually upgrade it 2 more times, but I'm not going to make the next upgrades until next time I suicide and grab the stuff out the looting bag. I don't want to make an extra special trip for that, but the next pool that we build will restore prayer as well, so just have to get some prayer pots out the bag for that. By the way, I do still want to save money to upgrade from the ancient altar to the occult altar. We just need like 5 or 6 mil GP for that, so Yeah, we're pretty far from that for now. Okay, I'm just exploring Prif right now, and I pickpocketed this guy, and that was a elite task, and we got a crystal shard. Yeah, so like I said, I'm exploring Prif right now, and this rune shop right here is really important for Ironman because they stock cosmic runes, 250 of them, whereas the other shops only sell like 10 or 20, so this is really huge for Ironman, especially for doing the Cure Me spell at Zora. We're going to be coming here for these cosmic runes. This is really good. Actually, it's a decent price for all these runes, like the Wizards Guild, except apparently it's not sold out. You know, so many Ironmen nowadays just camp Fire Giants or camp Zami Warriors for their first Rune Scimitar. The real method is to do Song of the Elves and just buy a Rune Scimitar from this shop here for 38k. Duh. Get with the times, bro. It is current year after all. Well, I got the itch for crafting again, so I went crafting. There's 82, that is black d'hide chaps without boosting. I'm done exploring Prif for now though. There's so much more to talk about, so much I didn't mention. But, you know, as those things come up, I'll talk about them more and explain how they're going to be useful for me. We are going to start rune crafting very soon though, I promise. Yo, we got that so early, dude. The Nature Talisman, 1 out of 128 drop. And we got the 3 pouches as well, all within 75 KC. Love me some nature tallies. And with the Nature Talisman, we can now make the Nature Tiara. I think we just use the talisman on here. And we have this very special item now. And now we gotta spend like a quarter of our cash stack on the gold leaf. And the reason why we need the Nature Tiara is for the stash unit here in Prifddinas. Because this master stash unit, we store the Nature Tiara along with the Bryophyta staff. I still can't believe how lucky I got with that, especially with the stash unit being built. I swear it feels like that update was made for my account, dude. But we're actually going to take it out now because we are going to be doing some nature rune crafting. So next video, I'll show you how we're going to set up for nature rune crafting. And I'm not going to promise we're going to get all the way to 76 rune crafting that we need for Lumbee Elite, but I will try to chip into that as much as possible because we are only 50 right now. And I'm sure all of you know how it is to train rune crafting, so we'll see how it goes. We do have over 8,000 pure essence, so we'll start with nature rune crafting, and once we run out of essence, we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, it's going to wrap it up for today, though. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.